Hello everyone, welcome to UNNATI Diaries, a wonderful initiative started by Raji. And I would like to thank her for providing me this opportunity to share my story with you today. Now on to myself. I'm Chavi Khare. I hail from the city of Hyderabad, city of Nawabs, pearls, colors, and obviously the biryani. I think it all started for me when I got introduced to this group in my colony which used to do Ganesh Chaturthi shows. As you might know, Ganesh Chaturthi is a really big festival that is celebrated in India. It's actually almost, it was like a one medium where all the colony people could come together and collaborate, put their creative thoughts together and put a performance which was maybe not at professional level, but definitely entertaining and heartwarming. So that's how, yes, I started my journey of performing arts, was through these gully shows that we did on Ganesh Chaturthi. I remember how even these shows progressed. It started with getting a small chatai, that's just a mat, and putting it out and treating that as a stage, to our show being liked so much that year by year we got a lot of donations and we started building a proper stage and performing, and we used to practice for 2 months for that particular show and get all the kids of the colony together, put up different creative performances. We started with only dance and singing, then we added drama to it, then we did some small skits, and I think that's how it all started. I remember there were these two didis, Sapna Didi and Rekha Didi, and I think they were my first inspiration. They were the ones who were super creative and used to put up all of these shows. And I think as a young kid, like maybe of 8 years old or something, I felt amazing being on stage and felt amazing being part of this whole production. And I remember when I was finally graduating my 10th grade, when I was 15 years old, I actually took up the baton from there and I did my first show where I was directing this whole Ganesh Chaturthi annual performance. I think that's how it all started back in India. I came to Seattle in November 2011, and when I arrived here, it was kind of rainy and gloomy. I mean, I'm from Hyderabad, where it's really sunny and hot, so it was a change, I should say. But then I did not have much to do because I did not have many friends, or the weather was not really supportive. So I started looking through my emails, and then I find this one email which talked about auditions for Pratidhwani's next flagship show. I did not know what Pratidhwani was, but that sounded interesting. So I looked up and I was very interested, and it looked very appealing that Pratidhwani was a 501 arts organization and they had a dance wing. So I said, okay, why not do it? So after postponing my audition for 3 times, I finally went for the audition in December, and I got a mail in January saying that, hey, you have been selected. I was so thrilled because I was looking forward for some dancing in my life again. And when I started the show, I think that was the turning point in my life in Seattle, because it not only gave me the plethora of friends I have today, it introduced me to something beautiful, the stage shows that we do, and also my husband. Yes, I met my husband in Pratidhwani dance show. From then on, we just hit very well, and rest is history. So yes, once I was part of Pratidhwani shows, I worked with them and I did quite a bit of flagship shows with them. And in 2014, they had asked me if I was interested to lead the Pratidhwani dance wing. And that was a very exciting and thrilling moment for me, because that was something which I loved doing. And when you get an opportunity to lead something you love to do, that's awesome, right? So from then on, once I took over the reign for Pratidhwani dance wing from 2014 to I think 2018, I directed 2 shows in that time frame.
both of them are really, really close to my heart. One was Ajab Prem Ki Gajab Kahani, and the second one was Justice for Julie. And that was my venture into direction at big scale. Apart from that, while I was also, asked for leading the Pratibha Dance Wing, me and my husband got really interested in movie making and videos, and we started looking into the cinematography angle and direction angle, and that got us really excited. So we started taking part in something called as Seattle 48 Hours Film Competition. And that was a pretty interesting format where you would be given a genre category and some other set of rules on Friday night, and you had to write a brand new story, get your actors in place, shoot it, and then edit it and submit it by Sunday night. So 48 hours, get a movie out. And I think that was the first time that I directed a movie. It was really, really fun experience for me, and I think the first time I did it, I knew I loved it. It was such an amazing creative process. You collaborate with everyone around, and you put together something which is, a piece of you. And that something also reminded me of what I used to do in childhood when we did our Ganesh Chaturthi shows. Yes, I know they were rudimentary, they were basic, and they were very simple, but at the end of it, the crux and heart of it was the same. So it just felt like I was alive again, and it was so much fun. From then on, we went on doing quite a bit of dance videos, a lot of short films. I was also an associate director in one of the feature films that we did, for which I remember when my house was burned down, I was like, oh my God. Yes, I know I'm talking very casually. We had a fire accident and my house was burned down, blah, 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 da, da, da. But the important part was when I actually entered a burnt, debris-filled house, the first thought that struck me was, oh my God, that's such a cool set. Oh, that we cannot let this go. And to be honest, my husband, as crazy as I am, totally agreed with me. And just maybe in a month's time frame, when things got cleaned up, the first thing we did before we even started building the house back up was to make a dance video, Lifetop. And I think that was one of the projects which I'll be really, really proud about. strength would be the creativity, the out of the box ideas that I come up with, uh, or rather, I should say, stupid and crazy ideas where people go and say, "What? What do you want to do? Shoot a video in a burnt house? Really, Chavi?" But I genuinely think those crazy ideas, those creative ideas, is something which is unique and I would say is my strength when I go into direction or anything which is related to performance arts, because it definitely helps me get a very different angle out there. So yes, that's what I would say it is. My role model, there are quite a few, but I would say Phoebe Wahlberg and yes, Amy Sherman Palladino. I just love, adore her work. When I first saw Gilmore Girls, I was like, oh my god, that's such creative writing. It's done so well. And Marvelous Miss Maisel came out, and that just blew my mind. I mean, the creative writing, how it's directed, how it's written, it's just so well done. So yes, I don't know if I would, but I definitely aspire to be her, and she's definitely a role model I look up to. What I would say to the fellow female directors out there who are trying to venture into this field is, be crazy. Don't let anyone tell you that your idea is crazy. Crazy is good, girl. Crazy is good. Yes, I'm not saying every time what you do would be a success. Your crazy idea might fail big time, and yes, it would suck that, you know, something you had put in your heart and soul into has turned out bad. But believe me, there is learning in everything, and it helps you take those steps towards becoming better in your art, better in the things that you do. So I would say, let no one tell you that you have a crazy idea. If you believe in it, go do it. Cut it. So yes, there is this one cause that is really close to my heart, and I remember when we were getting married in 2015, instead of doing the traditional marriage route, the marriage, you know, with calling all your relatives and stuff like that, we, thanks to my husband who was also very supportive in this, I really wanted to do a show for underprivileged children, because I genuinely feel that performance arts helps you know, children grow in different areas and aspects, helps them build their self-confidence, helps them come and face the world even if it's on a stage. So I genuinely truly believe that each child should get a chance to experience that, and that's why when we're getting married in 2015, we did this whole show with underprivileged children, and it was one beautiful experience in my life, and I think that's a cause that I support even today. I work with that organization called as Hope Foundation, and that's pretty close to my heart.
Performance arts is about joy, about making something that is so full of wild joy that you really can't express in words.
I messed up tonight. I lost another fight. I still mess up, but I'll just start again. I keep falling down. I keep on hitting the ground, but I always get up now to see what's next. Birds don't just fly, they fall down and get up. Nobody learns without getting it wrong. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end, and then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail. I won't give up, no, I won't give in till I reach the end, and then I'll start again. No, I won't leave. I wanna try everything. I wanna try even though I could fail.
One message I would have for all the girls out there is to believe that you're awesome. don't wait for someone else to come and say that you're awesome, because if you don't believe in yourself, no one is going to. If you don't believe you're awesome, no one is going to. So don't wait for that wait for a validation from outside world. Believe in yourself and go get them, girls. Go get them.
Try everything. Try